In this video, we're going to be learning about how we teach the numbers to 10 when the children initially start school. Often we'll just start up to 5 and then we build up to 10. So in this activity, I've got some numbers, Esther, and I'm going to see if you can tell me what the number says. What number does this say?
5.
5. Can you make me a group of 5, please? Now, can you count them and touch each one so you know that it is 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well done, Esther. I like the way that you touched each one. We call that one-to-one correspondence, so that child knows that they've actually counted it and they've said a number. Well done. Can you tell me what this number says?
6.
6. Oh, can you make 6 for me? Can you put it next to the number that says 6? Good girl. Now, can you touch them and count them just to check it is 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, do you remember what this one was?
5.
5. Can you put the number that says 5 next to it? Okay, which one is more, 5 or 6? How do you know it's more?
Because you add one more from 5.
Yes, because it's got a longer line, hasn't it? It's more. So we're also teaching, when we're doing the numbers, the concept of the numbers, which is more, which is less. One more than, one less. Well done. Okay, so another way we do lots of counting is we use a bead frame, because a bead frame actually gives them a concrete visual of what the numbers look like. So on this first row, could you show me, please, Esther, 9 beads. Can you push 9 beads across for me, please?
1.
Perhaps we'll start on the top one because that's getting up to hundreds. We start at the top because that's our 10 and we can count by 10s to 100 later on. So we're making that our first 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So how many beads are there again?
9.
9. Good. I like the way that you touched each bead as you moved it across. How many more beads do we have to move across to make 10? 1. Can you move it across? Okay. Now can you move that bead back again? Do you remember how many beads we've got here?
9.
9. What if we took 1 away? 1 less. How many do we have now?
8.
8. How? Can you check for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Well done, that's great. You won't have a bead frame at home, but another way that you can do the same thing is you could get out buttons or pebbles or stones and you could just do the same pushing across of certain numbers so that the children are actually getting the concept of well, something is a big number or something is a small number or something is bigger or smaller than. Another thing we use at school is called the tens frame. Now you mightn't have a tens frame at home, but what you could get is a egg carton and you could cut off 2 of the little egg containers, so you have 10, and you can use that as a tens frame. Now when we use a tens frame, we actually, for the children to understand that numbers are made up of, first of all, up to 10 and then 10s and 1s. So Esther, I want you to, can you make this number, what does this number say?
4.
4. Can you make 4 in our tens frame, please? Okay, good girl. Can you count to see that it's 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good girl. I like the way you were touching each of them so that you are making sure that you've counted them. All right, how many spaces are there altogether in this tens frame? Can you count all of the squares in the tens frame?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's why it's called a tens frame, because it's got 10 spaces. Okay, so you've made 4. Is 4 more or less than 5?
Less.
Less than. Show me how we could make 5. Okay, good girl. So count them just to make sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What do you notice about 5?
If you have 4, you add 1 more.
Oh, good. What about this row? How many more would we have to put there to fill it? 5. So do you want to put another 5 there? Good girl. So now how many have you got altogether?
10.
10. What about if you take 1 away? How many have we got?
9.
9. How do you know we've got 9?
Because if you take 1 away, then you have 9.
9. What about, could we count all of them? We could, but how many are in this row?
5.
5. So we could go, we don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just say 5 and then we add on that. Can you do that for me? Say 5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well done. So there's 9. What about if you take 2 more away? How many have we got?
7.
7. Can you write the number 7 for me? So when we're doing this, we try and make sure that the children are making groups as well as recognising the numbers and practicing the numbers. Initially, lots of times they will be doing reversals, and that's quite normal, but we try and give them the right formations of numbers as we're writing them. And we always start our number formations, good girl Esther, at the top. So we start 1 at the top, we do 2 at the top, we start number 3 at the top, 4. All our numbers start at the top. And it's important when you're showing the children these numbers that you're showing them the correct formations, because once they've learned how to do something, it's hard to unteach them if they've got it the wrong way.